Glenn Parker High Vibration Foundation. How are you today? I wanted to talk about microwaves today. Not microwaves in the air or anything like that. You know, that's all good. And that is what it is. I'm talking about a microwave like to heat up your food or to warm water or whatever you want to do. I'm just going to tell you a personal experience. Excuse me. It's like an eyelash. Yeah. I had a personal experience when I was very sick. I went and saw a naturopath for the first time, and there's a video and all that good stuff. And I saw they do what's called a dark field microscopy. I can't pronounce it correctly. They use a dark field microscope, and however you pronounce the exact thing that they do, they do. They take your blood, they color it, they plate it, and they put it under a microscope and look at it live. And they flip it up on a monitor, a lot of them do, so that you can see more of it, and they can see more of it and share it and have a discussion on it. And I had seen when he flipped it up on the monitor, I'm looking, I'm like, what is that? Is he get something on the, is there something on the lens, or is there something on the slide? You know, was it not clean or something? It's like, there's something glowing on there, it's reflecting. So something metallic on there. And he's like, no, that's an artifact from the microwave. I'm like, excuse me? You need to explain that a little better, because I don't really like something glowing inside my blood. Is that normal? He's like, no, what ends up happening is that heavier metals, heavier metals, contaminants in the food, and or especially zinc turns into zinc oxide, because it actually, microwave is UVC radiation. If we didn't have the ozone layer to keep out other cosmic radiation, but UVC especially, the Earth would look like the moon. No life. That's why when you microwave things and then you leave them in there a little too long, you come out and go, ooh, bummer. It was a chicken at some point in time, and now it's just like a little rubbery piece of goo. And what ends up happening, and the larger the water volume, my understanding is, the more damage is done. So if you put in water or something like that to warm it, it actually does a larger amount of damage to it molecularly. So it is changing it. It's radiation. Microwave radiation. There's UVA, UVC, you know, sunning and burning, whichever of those two are related. You know, it is one of them one does one does the other one. Sunscreen keeps out one of those rays, UVA, UVB. And then there's UVC, microwave, predominantly. And we use it to warm our food. Yay! Now it's fast, it's convenient, it's a very holistic, very small amount of artifacts that get put it in there, but what ends up happening when you do that over and over on a daily basis, sometimes multiple times a day, you do it at work, you do it when you get home, do it for the kids, warm the baby's bottle, you know, you get small amounts of things that your body needs to deal with. I'm not going to argue the point whether those things are good for you or not good for you. I'm just going to say, as a rational person, that microwaving or having a low level of radiation warm your food, to me, doesn't seem to really make sense. And it's not a judgment, it's just once I saw that, I'm like, whoa, that was the last time I willfully used a microwave. I might have gone to a restaurant or something where they did something to warm up food, I don't know. Most of the restaurants I go to, you know, nowadays are raw and whatnot, so I know that's not an issue, and some of the higher end ones, they don't, you know, they cook it. But there are a few here and there I'm sure I run into, but you can taste it, you know, it's really devoid of taste. It's because it's changing a lot of the vitamins and minerals. It's actually, I don't think mutation is a proper word, but let's use it. It's mutating you know, it's changing, it's biochemically altering on a molecular level the vitamins and minerals. Zinc turns into zinc oxide or something to that effect. You know, some of these terminologies I might have a little confused, but I know, for instance, you know, zinc and whatnot does get chemically changed, and it's very likely what was holding that charge glowing. It's like, what? So it changes things, and I can't see that would be good for you. You know, GMOs and whatnot that are slightly modified do have a lot of autoimmune response issues in the body because there's things in there, or they use a peanut protein molecular chain to change something in sprouts, for instance, or peas, to give it resistance to something because they want to grow it en masse, and you end up eating a sprout and you break out because you have a peanut allergy because the protein in the peanuts that you couldn't metabolize are now in the sprouts. And that's why so many people seek out, you know, GMO and the non-GMO projects. and look for foods that are non-GMO and etc. Because a lot of people that have allergies are scared as hell to try to have anything else, you know, because they don't know what's in that food. And the genetically modified corn and whatnot, you know, all that stuff is crossed over and it's pretty much everywhere. And, you know, I'm not going to argue the validity of GMO or any of that. I just think that the microwave, I think that just awareness of that, if you're watching this and you're going, really? Check it out. Go, you know, say microwave safety or microwave use on Google or whatever search engine is makes you happy. Or the safety of microwaves. I don't know. I haven't done haven't done a search for a very long time, but you know, poke around a little bit, and even on YouTube, tons of stuff on YouTube. People talking about it, going the next time I get a dark field done, I am going to make another video, and I'm going to record. Oh, well, I guess it's not really applicable because I wouldn't have any artifacts in my blood right now, but I do send a lot of friends to go do that, and if anyone has a video that does demonstrate what I'm talking about, send it to me. I'll link it. And because I think it's important to see firsthand what I'm talking about, because you know, you can kind of visualize it. You can see your blood, you can see white blood cells, you can see all this activity and any viral whatevers are in there that are running around. But to see something glowing in your blood is definitely eye-opening. I think that's everything I wanted to share. I think that pretty much is the core concept. You know, microwave, bad in my personal opinion. I personally don't use it. I think 2008, it's now 2014, was the last time I willfully used a microwave. It was like April, something to that effect. And I have not stuck. The only thing I've stuck in a microwave is like a damp towel for 10, 15 seconds just to sterilize it and to dry it and then hang it, and maybe do that like in short bursts a couple of times, because it actually sanitizes it to a greater degree. And that's pretty much it. And I think that's everything I wanted to share. Thank you very much. Love and light, and have a fantastic day.